You think laziness is just a bad habit. No. Laziness is the silent killer of dreams. Every morning you wake up and hit snooze. You're not just buying 5 more minutes of sleep. You're selling pieces of your potential. That ends today. Because what you do in the first hour of your morning will decide the direction of your entire life. If you want power, clarity, discipline, do this every morning without fail. You think the hardest part of the day is your workout, your job, your responsibilities. It's not. The hardest part is the very beginning. That single decision the moment you open your eyes. Will you move or will you wait? That split second determines everything. Because in that tiny space between sleep and action, your mind is fragile. It's looking for leadership. If you hesitate, even for a moment, comfort will take the lead. You'll roll over. You'll check your phone. You'll get caught in a cycle of scrolling, thinking, delaying. And by the time you finally drag yourself out of bed, you've already lost your edge. You started your day in surrender. Laziness doesn't always scream. It whispers. It shows up in that quiet temptation to stay under the covers just a little longer. You deserve it. It says, you're tired. But that's the trap, because that little compromise grows fast. 1 minute becomes 10. 10 becomes an hour. Before you know it, the morning is gone, and so is your momentum, the truth. The most dangerous enemy you'll face today isn't out there. It's right there in bed with you. And the only way to win is to beat it before it speaks. The alarm clock isn't just a sound. It's a challenge. Answer it. What most people don't understand is that your brain adapts to whatever pattern you allow. If you keep choosing hesitation, you're training yourself to accept mediocrity. Every time you delay action, you reinforce weakness. Your mind begins to expect ease, to crave it. And when challenges come later in the day, and they always do, your tolerance is already shot. You'll avoid them, postpone them. You'll tell yourself, I'll do it later. But later never brings greatness. Greatness is built in the discomfort you choose, not the comfort you chase. The moment your eyes open, you train your identity. This is about more than getting up early. This is about proving to yourself, first thing in the morning, that you are in control. That you are not at the mercy of tiredness, emotion, or circumstance. That when the easy way is in front of you, you'll still choose discipline. Because discipline isn't convenient. It's earned. It's built in the moments where no one is watching, when there's no applause, no audience. Just you, your choices, and the direction of your life. The strongest people you know. They don't feel more motivated than you. They've just stopped negotiating with weakness. The power of those first 5 seconds is unmatched. You don't need an hour-long routine to change your life. You need decisiveness. Immediate, consistent, undeniable action. When the alarm goes off, don't think. Don't analyze. Stand up. Plant your feet on the ground. You've already won. That movement creates momentum. That momentum becomes mindset. And that mindset carries into everything else you do. Suddenly, your workout feels easier. Your goals feel closer. Your words have more conviction. Why? Because you started your day with strength, not with surrender. And here's the truth no one wants to admit. If you can't win the battle with your bed sheets, how will you win the battle with your dreams? If you keep giving in to the smallest resistance, how will you ever face the biggest challenges? The person who gets up when it's hard, who refuses to bargain with comfort, who acts even when they don't feel like it, that person becomes unstoppable. Not because they're special, but because they made a decision. A decision to stop letting mornings go to waste. A decision to stop living in delay. A decision to rise, no matter what. Making your bed in the morning might seem like an insignificant task. It's quick, it's simple, it doesn't demand much energy. And that's exactly why it's powerful. Because how you handle the small things reflects how you'll approach the big things. Most people dismiss it. They say it doesn't matter. But if you can't commit to making your bed, how will you commit to the goals that actually challenge you? This isn't about perfection. It's about discipline. About showing up for yourself in the little areas, especially when no one else is watching. The bed is your first battlefield. Win there, and you start building the mindset of a person who finishes what they start. There's something deeply psychological about completing a task the moment your day begins. It sends a signal to your brain, we're not here to drift. We're here to take charge. That simple act of straightening the sheets and aligning your pillows sets a tone. It says, I care about order. I care about my space. I'm ready. Most people walk into their day in chaos, mentally and physically. They wonder why they feel disoriented, why they're always running behind. But when you start your morning with structure, it changes your energy. You feel focused, intentional, even proud, because you didn't wait to feel motivated. You created momentum. The truth is, laziness doesn't always show up as full, blown inaction. Sometimes it hides in the way we avoid the details. We leave things half done. We skip over what feels too small to matter. But small things matter most because they compound. When you consistently ignore basic tasks, like making your bed, you teach your mind to tolerate disorder. And once disorder becomes normal in your environment, it becomes normal in your thinking. You accept less. You expect less. And that mindset bleeds into every corner of your life. Cleaning up your space is more than aesthetics. It's mental clarity. It's personal standard. Think about it when you walk back into your room after a long, exhausting day and your bed is made. You feel a shift. It's calm. It's clean. It welcomes you. You're not coming home to chaos. You're coming home to something that reflects your effort and that changes how you feel about yourself. It builds respect because deep down, you know the difference between a day you handled with care and a day you stumbled through in survival mode. Making your bed doesn't guarantee success, but skipping it guarantees a missed opportunity to start with strength. Some people will say, I don't have time. But that's just another excuse dressed up as logic. Making your bed takes 2 minutes. And if you don't have 2 minutes for yourself, for your own standard of living, what else are you skipping? This is about what kind of person you're becoming. Someone who leaves things undone, or someone who finishes. Someone who walks past disorder and says, whatever. Or someone who says, no, not today. When you make your bed, You are not just tidying a room. You are reminding yourself, I have power over how my day begins. Consistency in the small things builds trust in yourself. And self-trust is the foundation of real confidence. Every time you follow through on something, even something as routine as making your bed, you prove to yourself that your word means something, that you don't just say what you'll do, you do it. And when that becomes who you are, laziness starts to die. It can't survive in a place where action is non-negotiable. So tomorrow morning, when your feet hit the floor, don't walk past your bed like it doesn't matter. Make it. Own it. And start your day like someone who's already winning. Stepping into a cold shower first thing in the morning isn't just about waking up your body. It's about waking up your will. It's a test, a mental and physical challenge that demands immediate courage. When your hand reaches for the faucet and that icy water starts to fall, your brain will scream, no. It will beg for comfort, for warmth, for safety. But that moment is pure gold. Because when you choose to step in anyway, when you choose discomfort over ease, you are rewriting the rules. You're telling your mind that fear doesn't make your decisions, you do. That's where real strength is born. The cold doesn't just shock your skin. It sharpens your focus. It pulls you into the present moment. There's no room for distraction, no space for excuses, no mental fog. It's just you, your breath, and your control. And that clarity bleeds into everything you do afterward. Your thoughts are faster. Your energy is higher. Your attitude shifts. Why? Because you've already done something hard before most people have even checked their phones. That one act of discipline becomes the fuel for your entire day. It's not the water that changes you. It's the choice to face it. Most people build their mornings around comfort. Warm blankets, soft lighting, easy routines. But comfort is a trap. It feels good in the moment, but it costs you everything long term. Comfort is where laziness grows. It's where ambition gets dull and drive fades away. When you expose yourself to discomfort, intentionally, you flip the script. You stop being the victim of your feelings. You stop waiting for life to get easier. You become the kind of person who faces resistance and keeps moving anyway. A cold shower is a physical declaration. I choose challenge.